All 2,763 Korean stocks screened every morning, and only the hits arrive as a message. 2 hours of building an alarm so I never have to look at charts again. This is the seventh live session of Vibe Coding. Since episode 6, the data has grown from 200 tickers to all 2,063, 2.4 million rows. And that created a problem. Nobody can check 2,763 charts every day. So today we flip it. Stocks that match a condition come to me every morning on KakaoTalk. It gets its own fresh project. The data stays read only from episode 6, and we go for all 5 strategies. The name KRX Signal Alerts. It starts the same way as always. You don't order the AI to implement, you talk through requirements and build the spec. Your answers become the decision record. The 5 strategies came from an AI recommendation: triple alignment, weekly pullback, VCP contraction, band squeeze, and long-term turnaround. Not gospel, a template to pour your own strategy into. Decisions get locked one by one. Kakao gets the top 10, email gets everything, SPACs and preferred shares are out. And on days with no signals, we still send none to tell silence from failure. The skeleton is LangGraph with 0 LLMs inside. We need plumbing, not intelligence. Parallel merges for 5 strategies, a freshness gate, isolated failures, all declared instead of hand-wired. LangGraph draws a workflow as a graph. Where a chain runs A to B to C, a graph expresses branches and cycles naturally. The 4 ideas: state, nodes, edges, and the cycle. First, the Constitution, Claude MD. No collecting prices here. Keep batch and presentation apart. Rules agreed with the AI. Read them and fix what's wrong. Miro is a walking skeleton, 16 empty nodes wired end to end, running a full lap before any flesh goes on. Reducers, conditional edges, and parallel merges all break early, which is the point. We draw the graph as a picture too. Stale data aborts and notifies. Fresh data fans out into 5 strategies and merges into ranking. A diagram sticks better than text. Fill the env file, then have it checked, and make sure it's in Gitignore, otherwise you get robbed. asked for a graph document and it came back needlessly fancy. When that happens, you shrug and move on. The schema is ready, so into Supabase it goes. Paste the query into the SQL editor, hit run, and two tables appear, signals and runs. A small detour here. Every key is set, but it keeps saying they're empty. An env format carried over from another project. Always verify with your own eyes. Indicators first. Moving averages, Bollinger Bands, percentiles. Bollinger reads price against recent volatility, not absolute levels. I studied these at a brokerage once, only the concepts remain. The data layer reads only from episode 6's tables, writes only to its own. Rest would mean 426 round trips of 1,000 rows. So bulk reads go straight to the database and finish in 23 seconds. Hooked to the real database, the graph runs a full lap. The walking skeleton has all its flesh M1 done. M2, The 5 strategies, all pure functions, tests written first from hand-built candle scenarios. Easy ones first, VCP, the trickiest to define, goes last. Time for a dry run, checking that the logic behaves before it touches anything real. Factories do the same thing before the machines switch on. And the dry run earns its keep immediately. Too many signals. Trading halt stocks were scoring as perfect contractions. Zero volume isn't calm, it's a closed market. Out they go. The AI bluffs sometimes, so I always check with my own eyes. Opening the database, this time it's real. Signals are landing. MDO complete, triple alignment, weekly pullback, and VCP all caught stocks. Now, delivery. Suppress, duplicates, rank, and send sequentially, not in parallel. Email goes first, and Kakao follows carrying word of whether the email failed. The Kakao hookup was cleared in advance, PlayMCP runs on login sessions, useless for unattended batches, so it's the official REST API. 4 errors stood between us and 1 send to self permission. The usual CA certificate problem strikes again, a chronic Mac Python issue. One shared TLS context fixes it for good. While I was explaining, the first mail arrived. 54 signals sitting in the inbox. The triple alignment stocks come with their evidence, which conditions fired and why. We also generated a page explaining all 5 strategies. These signals are watchlist candidates, not recommendations. That's the line this service will not cross. Kakao wants authorization, so we run it in the terminal. And when the AI doesn't notice it's done, you just tell it, it's complete, carry on. And there it is, KakaoTalk, the top 10 signals on my phone. Email gets everything, Kakao gets 10, exactly as designed. Automation time, push to GitHub, schedule actions for 8:20 every weekday morning, and it even migrates the secrets from the env file by itself. Data has its jokes too. There is a real ticker called YAS, a display equipment maker apparently. A mail failed message gave me a scare, but nothing was broken. The test had sent Kakao only. One channel arriving alone is the alarm, and here the design proved itself. The first actions run stalls at the send step, then it diagnoses the problem itself, patches it, and reruns. "41 minutes passed. The real mail and the real KakaoTalk message sent by actions both arrive. Automation complete." That was everything I set out to do. 5 strategies, 2 channels, full automation in 2 hours. After the live ended, one more piece. A web page for signal history. The design document comes first. That rule is written into the spec. Signals by date, with each strategy's evidence in a table. Everything beyond Kakao's top 10 lives here. Stock names are denormalized in. The name at signal time is the right one to keep. Deployed and the documents are closed out. 13 commits from M0 to M6 and 181 tests running in CI. So now at 8:20 every weekday morning, the stocks come to me. On quiet days, a single line arrives, no signals today. That one line is the heartbeat that says the system is alive. The links are in the description, source included. See you at the next live. This is 50 Vibe Log.
읽고 걷고 기록하고 코딩하고 걷는 속도로 쌓는 하루 함께 읽고 걷고 자랐나요 50